Hello and welcome. My name is Brenda if you're new here, and today is December 16th, Thursday. The past 2 weeks has been just kind of a boring couple of weeks because I had a cold and then my husband got a cold, so we just kind of been trying to rest and get better. I'm mostly better now, just a little bit stuffy, but I'm fine. You're in a little bit of a different place right now where I'm filming because I got a new stand that I think I mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago. I'll show you later after I show what I've stitched, what stand I got, so if you're interested you can watch later. So I'll have to turn you around and show. So my place where I usually put my camera is not there anymore because I'm using a different stand. So I'm gonna have to figure this out and see what will work best. So yeah, that's all that I really have as far as that. I guess because I was sick, I haven't been able to do any of my skating. I think I'm gonna skate today though, but I had mentioned that I got some skates and I wanted to kind of learn how to skate, and I had been practicing every day until I got sick, and then I haven't since then, so I'm gonna get back to it now. And also my sister and I were wanting to get back into running because we used to go and do races like Disney races and just local races, and then we kind of stopped for a while, so we wanted to get back into it, and then I got sick and that stopped that too. So I'm getting back into it now and working on that. So anyway, I have my stitching to show, and I have my first ever FFO. I finally have finished something, and the only reason why I did is because it's a gift. But it's just a hoop finish, but I'm still pretty proud of it. I finished this woodland snowman a few weeks ago, so I finished it. Let me around there. So I put it in a hoop, and I went to the Dollar Tree, and they had a couple little doodads that I took apart and pulled out the parts that I liked, and I bought some ribbon and hot glued it on there. And on the back, oh, and I put some twine to kind of hang it from. On the back, I pulled the fabric tight, and then I put some felt, and I think it's called a blanket stitch that I did on the back. That's the first time that I've done any of that, so I was pretty happy with how it turned out. So I hope that the person that's getting this likes it. But I'm pretty happy with it. So my first FFO. So on to, sorry the lighting, I'm not usually filming from this angle, so it's kind of going in and out as I look. I'll try not to look down. But I have my first thing I worked on, which was the Nightmare Before Christmas SAL from Story Stitches on Facebook, and I got 944 stitches in this past 2 weeks. This is what it looks like overall. I didn't do any of the top part this time yet. I got this witch in, which as you can see is kind of blending in. I'm probably gonna have to try to go over a different color, or maybe do some back stitch, I don't know. And then I did the spiral hill and the snake eating the Christmas tree. So a little bit of progress on that one. And then I worked on my Cryptids SAL from the Witchy Stitcher, and I have 2 new cryptids in, and that is 1,658 stitches worth. So it's coming together here, just 4 left. I got the Dover Demon and Loch Ness in. Let me see if I can get you closer here. So that's what I've gotten to so far. She had 2 options where it was just 1 word or 2, and I wasn't really sure what it should be, so I just chose that one. And yeah. And the next thing I worked on is some Christmas stitching. This is 363 stitches worth, and this is from Magical Mouse Menagerie on Facebook. And he has like a, you know, a generic type of name on Etsy, but I'm just calling him Christmas Groot for now. He's gonna have like lights and stuff, I think, around, if I can remember correctly. So I got part of his little face done there. I won't be done with this by Christmas, so just like the Halloween stuff, I'll be going into further after the holiday, but that's okay. The next thing I worked on is the Halloween Oracle SAL from Oracle SAL on Facebook. And I got 768 stitches in on part 6 out of 8. And I'm working on this area here. I got this in, this gravestone, and then the owl. And I'm currently working on this section, which I've had to frog multiple times because I accidentally went over 3 threads instead of 2. But here's the whole thing. That's where I'm at. So I've got, you know, a bit more to go. So I'll keep working on this section and hope to have that done by the next time I see you. And the last thing I worked on is Tale as Old as Time SAL from Story Stitches as well. And I got 456 stitches in on this one. And I've been working on filling in this color, and I worked a little bit, maybe that was all I was debating on starting on here, but I got the flag on each little part there, and then got the roof going on a lot of it. So I just have a little bit more here to go with this color, and then I'll be able to move on to the next. So it's coming together, and then I'll be able to get to rooms. So yeah, that's all of the stitching I have. I'll go ahead and put in a little clip of my stand, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I was trying to get some good video of my stand, and I'm having issues with lighting and trying to get a good angle with both me showing you and, I don't know, it's a whole thing that I'm not able to get. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit that I can right here, and then maybe take a few pictures to show you. So this is the K's Creations metal stand, I think is the name of it. I was debating on getting a Lowry stand, but when I compared the two, I liked how this one had a lot more ways that you could get just the perfect angle. So I decided on this one, even though it was a little bit more expensive. I think normally they're $300. I got it on Black Friday for around $200. So the first thing is this right here. You can just undo and put a Q-snap or regular snap hoop, or you know, whatever you have. And I think you can even do like the longer like scroll frames and stuff. I'm not sure. I will say that it is a little bit wobbly, like, because you can move this and turn it out, like I turn it out of my way when I get up. It's a little wobbly if you have it further out. So really I just put something on the base of the stand. So not really a big issue. So what it can do is that, and then there's a little ball right here, and you can undo this part here, and you can maneuver this around however you like to have it, and then tighten it back up. And you can turn over to the back of your work. And then there's also this, so like if you wanted a different angle, I tried various things, but I just ended up doing it this way. But you could have this turn a little bit and then have this, I don't know, it's really nice to get just that perfect sweet spot. I'll see if I can turn you a little bit this way so you can see this. You can undo, and depending on how far out you need to go or how short you need to go, whichever way you need to have it for, you could have it in front of you or whatever you like to do. And then there's little controls to adjust the height, and then there's this little stand that, if you can kind of see, I have my scissors sitting in, and I have my thread that I'm currently working with kind of hanging on the edge here. So, and this just happens to be magnetic, so I have a needle minder stuck to it. So yeah, I think that's really all that I have to talk about it. It's worked really well for me. I'm happy with my purchase, and it works well with the light that I got. I can maneuver this around however I need to. And yeah, so pretty soon, I'm probably gonna wait until the new year. I'll be getting back to my aide because I had stopped due to not having the right setup. So I think that's really all I can show you with this. So I'll send you back to the regular video. So that's my stand, and I've really been enjoying that. So I probably already said that in the clip. But that's all I have as far as stitching. This past couple weeks, what I have been watching mostly has been Yellowstone. My husband and I had been wanting to watch it, and we didn't have access to any streaming service that had it. So we got Peacock for a little bit, and we're watching, well, we binge watched. There's 3 seasons on Peacock, so we already have watched that over the past 2 weeks, and then the 4th season is currently on, so we got caught up on that season to where it is now, which I think is episode 7. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it's a really good show. Crazy stuff going on with this family, and everything they have to do for their land and stuff. So yeah, it's a good show, a lot of drama. If you like that, I would say check it out. And since I had already paid to have Peacock, they had Dr. Death on there, which I had watched or listened to a podcast about this doctor. It's, based on a true story. It's a mini-series, I guess you'd call, I don't know, about this doctor who is doing questionable things, and so they're trying to find out what's going on with that. But yeah, that was good. I know that they said that, they changed a few things to make it a little, they always do, to make it a little more dramatic or interesting, but I don't remember what was changed. So, but it was good. If you had already listened to that podcast or was interested in checking that out, I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, that's all I have for this week. I don't know, I meant to check before I filmed I know I won't film before Christmas, so Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, or whatever you celebrate. But I didn't know if I would be back before New Year. So if not, Happy New Year. And if I am, then I will see you and tell you again. So that's it for this week. I hope you guys have a great couple weeks of, stitching or crafting or whatever you're getting into. I hope is awesome. So I will see you next time. So bye for now.